The new Rebel 1100? Chill and Honda's new 2021 Rebel 1100 is going to change the way you think about cruisers. Sure, it has the low seat height, twin-cylinder engine and relaxed riding position that make cruiser-class machines so timelessly popular. But it also has something most cruisers lack: genuine arm-straightening performance and a chassis and suspension that let you dial up the pace when the road gets twisty. Plus, since the Rebel 1100 outperforms just about any cruiser, we didn't fall into the trap of just making it look like Grandpa's sled either. Forget the chrome and fringe bling. This Rebel is a whole new take on how a cruiser should look. Every one comes equipped with our anti-lock brake system and cruise control. And every one rips with our Unicam engine. You can choose between our revolutionary automatic DCT transmission or a conventional 6-speed manual. Ride it on the weekends. Ride it at night. On the boulevard or in the canyons. Dress it up or dress it down with our extensive line of Honda accessories. The new Rebel 1100 can do it all and you'll have a blast doing it. E1084cc twin-cylinder engine of the Rebel 1100 sports an engine that redefines what a modern cruiser can and should be. The parallel twin design is narrow and delivers torque everywhere from idle to redline. Proven in our Africa twin, you'll have plenty of power run down low, but the Rebel 1100 cruises easy and revs like nothing else in the class. 270-degree phase crank. Most twins use a 180-degree crank. By phasing the Rebel 1100s at 270 degrees, you get a unique rumbling power delivery that's easy to modulate and that produces an awesome exhaust sound. Special camshaft timming will use different camshaft profiles and ignition timing for each of the Rebel 1100's two cylinders. Why? One cylinder produces slightly more power below 4,000 RPM and the other more above 4,000 RPM. Along with the 270-degree crankshaft, the result is a unique power pulse and feel you're going to love. Plus, the Rebel 1100 makes way more power, nearly 50% more, than some of the traditional cruisers out there. Cruise control with a bike like the new Rebel 1100, you're going to want to get out and ride. That's why we've equipped it with cruise control, just like our Gold Wings. Want to kick back and cruise on the open road all weekend long? No problem. Throttle-by-wire or throttle-by-wire system greatly expands the Rebel 1100's versatility. First, you get 4 levels of Honda selectable torque control. Second, you can choose from 4 power delivery modes: standard, rain, sport, and a 4th that's user programmable. First used on our world champion RC213V motor bikes, throttle-by-wire is an excellent example of how Honda's technology works for you. 6-speed transmission. 6-speed DCT automatic transmission make 2 versions of the new Rebel 1100. One with a conventional manual transmission and another with Honda's revolutionary automatic DCT gearbox. DCT is the transmission of the future and it's the perfect choice for a bike like this. Inside, it's as tough as a conventional transmission with steel gears throughout. You can let it shift for you or paddle shifters in the manual mode give you full control. For relaxed cruising, just leave it in automatic mode and you'll never worry about stalling or hand fatigue. In stop-and-go traffic. 6-speed manual transmission to Rebel 1100 features a conventional 6-speed manual gearbox with a handlebar-mounted clutch lever. It's a proven tough design that makes the bike a little bit lighter, too. Superior handling. A lot of today's motorcycles look great standing still or just putting along, but disappoint once the road gets twisty. At Honda, we set high standards for the way all our bikes handle and feel, and the Rebel 1100 is a perfect example. We've paid just as much attention to the way this bike corners and handles as we have its knockout styling. Steel frame of the Rebel 1100's frame is not only an important reason why this bike handles so well, it's also an important styling element. The trellis design describes a bold diagonal theme line from the steering head to the swingarm pivot. Cast aluminum wheels. Cast wheels front and rear are light, practical, easy to keep clean, and give the Rebel 1100 a look that tells you this is not built like a retro machine. The wide rims and tires add to the bike's appearance, too. Powerful disc brakes. The Rebel 1100 features a radially mounted front brake caliper for powerful stopping performance. The radial mount design also helps make it stiffer, increasing brake feel and control, and grips a single, massive 330mm disc. And at the rear, there's a 256mm disc as well for excellent stopping power. Anti-lock braking. The automatic DCT and manual shift Rebel 1100s feature Honda's refined anti-lock braking system. When riding in town, in the rain, or on unfamiliar roads, it's a great asset that can help you make controlled stops in less than ideal conditions. For a bike like this, it's a feature everyone can appreciate. Wide rear tier of the Rebel's low-fat 16-inch 180/65 rear tire gives you plenty of grip while helping to lower the bike's overall seat height and stance. And it looks tough, too. Wide front wheel. Rebel 1100's wide 130/70/18 front tire not only give the bike a great look, but it helps provide superior handling and stopping power. Style. Blacked out stylier family of Rebels are blank canvases for your self-expression. But unlike the canvas you buy at the art store, they're not boring white. As is, its blacked out engine pieces, frame, fork and bodywork elements look great during the day and even better at night. We even black plated the final drive chain. Blacked out muffler. Forget about having to polish chrome or exhaust pipes that turn the Rebel's blacked out exhaust system blends perfectly with the bike's overall look. And maybe the biggest plus? The awesome sound that's so important to the riding experience. Modern classic instruments shape another iconic element combining traditional and modern. The Rebel's instruments take a classic shape and fill it with totally up-to-date reverse image digital LCD information. The instruments include a speedometer, tachometer, gear position indicator, a fuel indicator, engine output mode, torque control level, engine braking mode and much more. 4-bulb headlight. Another critical item in motorcycle design is the headlight. With the Rebel 1100 you get the best of both worlds. The LED lamp is bright and precise, while the round 3-inch nacelle shape gives the Rebel 1100 a character that exudes class. All LED lighting. Packaged lighting is where it's at now. LEDs can be lighter, brighter, and require fewer lifetime replacements than incandescent bulbs. That's why the Rebel 1100 features an all-LED lighting package: headlight, taillight, turn signals, even the license plate light. $3.6-gallon fuel tank. One of the key items in motorcycle design is the fuel tank. Holding a generous 3.6 gallons, the Rebel 1100's iconic fuel tank shape is timeless, but functionally, it also teams up with the bike's great fuel efficiency to give you plenty of range. Left side ignition switch storage access. Moving the ignition switch to the left side keeps the Rebel 1100's dash uncluttered. It also lets the same switch unlock the 3-liter underseat storage compartment for extra convenience. Wide 43mm fork. It's what's up front that counts most in style, and the Rebel 1100 knocks it out of the park. Of course, the front suspension offers precise steering and a plush ride, but the fat 43mm fork tubes give the bike a substantial presence too. And a special titanium oxide finish on the fork tubes maintain the rich blackout look. Premium rear suspension. Because we build the Rebel 1100 for serious canyon rides as well as laid-back cruising, we gave it a pair of nitrogen-filled remote reservoir shocks and equipped them with a special spring rate too. Just like the front suspension, it's about adding both comfort and performance to your riding experience. Comfort. Low seat height. When it comes to cruisers and seat heights, almost everyone likes them lower. At just 27.5 inches, the Rebel 1100 has one of the lowest seats in anyone's lineup. It's comfortable when you ride, and it makes it easier to flat-foot it at stoplights or in parking lots. Light overall weight. Weighing just 487 pounds with a full tank of fuel, manual transmission model, the Rebel 1100 is close to 80 pounds lighter than some of its competition. That makes it easier to handle and a lot more fun and friendly to ride than some heavier machines. The light overall weight and the low center of gravity help performance, too. Roomy rider. Triangular rider makes contact with the bike at 3 points. the seat, the handlebar, and the foot pegs. The Rebel 1100's rider triangle strikes the perfect balance between laid-back cruiser and more active sport riding. You ride with a commanding presence, and the minute you sit on a Rebel in your local Honda dealership, you'll know it. Solo seat with optional passenger seat and foot peg kit. Traveling light and on your own? Want to take a friend along? Like the clean look of a solo seat? Like the versatility of a passenger seat? With the Rebel 1100 you can easily have it both ways, since the removable seat rails, optional passenger seat, passenger foot pegs and foot peg hangers are all simple bolt-on parts.